now.
Welcome to all of those present at the conference called I Choose Canada, where we will be talking about the characteristics found in our wonderful country that promotes tourists in it and the benefits of living in Canada. I would like each of you to introduce yourself by telling us your name and what you are going to talk about.
Morning for everyone. My name is Maria Clara and I'm going to talk about the culture and all the important of Canada in the world.
Hi, my name is Maria Valentina Algarin and today I'm going to talk about opportunities.
Hi, my name is Maria Alejandra and today I talk about sport.
Okay, thank you. Before we start with your interventions, I'm going to talk a little bit about Canada. Canada is a diverse, tolerant, peaceful, and welcoming nation, known for its nature and natural beauty. It is a place worth knowing for its adventures and sophisticated culture. And also, Canada is the second largest country in the world after Russia. Now, please let the first guest continue.
So, Canada is an ideal country to live, study, and work. It opens the door to a constantly growing labor market, where in Canada, for foreigners, extends to all levels of the economy with very good job offers. Skilled labor in Canada is highly sought after if you have the correct information and adequate training and a high level of English according to the professional area in which you perform. The opportunities to get a good job are high. For example, the technology industry has a large number of professionals who work in various fields, from project management to software development, data analysis, and information security. Job opportunities in Canada for foreigners offer professionals from Latin America the possibility to improve their professional profile and their quality of life. Working in Canada is an opportunity to expand your network of contacts and train as an international professional in increasingly globalized world.
Okay, now listen to Maria Alejandra, a famous character.
Sports in Canada consist of a wide variety of games. The roots of organized sports in Canada date back to the 1770s, culminating in the development and popularization of the major professional games of ice hockey, lacrosse, basketball, baseball, and football. Canada's official national sports are ice hockey and lacrosse, golf, soccer, baseball, tennis, skiing, badminton, volleyball, cycling, swimming, bowling, rugby union, curling, equestrian, squash, and the study of martial arts are widely enjoyed at the youth and amateur levels. Great achievements in Canadian sports are recognized by Canadian Sports Hall of Fame, while the Lou Marshall Trophy is awarded annually to Canada's top athletes by a panel of journalists. There are numerous other sports halls of fame in Canada.
Thank you very much. The next guest, please.
That is important. It's the present Canadian culture is a mixture of British, French, and American influence, all of which blend and sometimes compete in every aspect of cultural life, from filmmaking and writing to cooking and playing sports. Other people have added distinctive elements to this mixture. For example, Canada's large foreign born population is evident in the splendid and varied restaurants. Notable South Asian that Lanai, Toronto, Yonge Street, Vancouver. Chinese population has given the city a tradition of folk opera and poetry that rivals fun. In China, Italian is widely spoken in the Conference House of Montreal, and Canada's indigenous people are finding a growing voice through a broad range of fine and folk arts. Canada is so diverse, historically and ethnically. There is no single national culture. The melting pot ideal of the neighbor United States is translating in Canada as something of a distinct, distinctive flavor from the hundreds of influences that make up the larger Canadian culture. Canada's Aboriginal people also maintain their own culture, their own distinctive, particularly in the north, and immigrants have both integrated into Canadian daily life and continue to maintain some unique elements of their ancestral culture. Still, the country units to celebrate Canada's Day on July 1st, which commemorates the formation of the country in 1877. There are two cultures that influence a lot in Canada: the British and the American daily life. In English-speaking portion of country have that. Quebec's French culture is perhaps most noticeable through its distinctive. Their architecture, the music, and cuisine dishes popular in French are translated in English. For example, poutine, French fries covered in gravy and topped with cheese, and meat pies such as tortillas and meat a la poivre with beef, chicken, or plants are uncommon elsewhere in Canada. Under those names, French fries with bread or malt vinegar are favorite snack of the Canadian people. Wherever they are available, and both French and English-speaking Canadians are likely to enjoy pizza, tandoori, Chinese food, junk food, as much as many pursued national dishes. Quebec is also among the world's leading producer of maple syrup and sweet laced with maple. Sugar are common throughout the country because the syrup is like the symbol of Canada. Talking about arts, there was a virtual explosion of musical activities in Canada. In second half of the 20th century, choral music societies sprang up across the country. Opera group. Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver have regular opera seasons, and the Toronto-based Canadian Opera Company toured extensively often to remote parts of the country. Talking about festivals, Singers of Canada and the Canadian Brass, Canada can claim three top-ranking professional singers and professional ballet companies: the Royal Winning Ballet, founded in 1931, the National Ballet of Canada, founded in 1951, and Les Grand Ballets Canadian, founded in 1957. Les Ballets Jazz de Montreal is a dynamic dance company that combines ballet techniques and jazz music with music of day-to-day work. The National Ballet is the largest and most widely traveled company. It tours through Canada as well as in the United States and Europe. Canadian artists and techniques are promoted in every aspect of the motion picture industry in Toronto and Vancouver, but also and most notable in Hollywood among the actors, directors who have achieved international renown over the verse are Mark Sennett, Norma Jason, Ten Kotcheff, Jim Carrey, Mike Myers, Atom Egoyan, David Cronenberg, and Dennis Archer.
Thank you, Maria Clara, for the information. Okay, now let's welcome a very special person. She is Annie Cienfuegos, a tourist who is very interested in Canada.
Okay, so now something related to my experience in Canada. So starting with my experience, I have only special things to talk about Canada. It is an incredible country. I have an excellent opinion from its gastronomy to its rides and streets, and each of the activities I such is combines. That is a country with great tourists, and it's a unique culture. It has a unique culture that marks each person who visits this great country. So I have no complaints because the attention and all my accommodations were super good. And if I have a destination to recommend, it's Canada. They have multiple tourism options and a great variety in everything. I love every moment and every place.
Well, thank you very much for sharing information about Canada and see you in a next conference. Bye, thank you.